Okay, but you did say there was some history with teams. Could you elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I love talking about gossip.
The ring chaser Allen, who wanted to pull a KD and
Don't say that, he'll block you.
Oh, already blocked.
But I heard somebody say bitch. I looked up.
Look up, talk about you playing like a bitch. Who playing like a bitch? Who playing like a bitch? So
I was zoned in.
right there, right? So,
Timmy!
Shairene?
Let's catch up.
Let's catch up for real.
Finals for Battle League
Season
Season
three.
3. Yeah, so there's two teams that made it to finals
Team
this time
Takeover,
around.
yeah.
Yeah,
Team
Takeover
Legacy, yeah.
came out of nowhere. Team Takeover and Team Legacy. You know what's interesting about those two teams?
What?
Both those two teams, they have background and they have history.
But what's really crazy though is that like you would have expected team like Jeune to be in the finals with like Team Legacy, you know. But speaking on the history, like Zachary from Team Takeover was actually previously on Team Jeune as well as Alan, who was previously on Team Jeune as well. They both separated from Team Jeune and are now in the finals, which is pretty like if you think about it, like what happened
there? What happened there?
But overall, Team Jeune last year they brought in a ton of people. Like
I think a lot of the
there.
times when people watch Battle League, everyone's watching for Team Jeune, and you know what
Right.
it is? I think it's because Team Jeune, like, they just have explosive power, their
Right.
skills, their showmanship. I think it like that team, no other team holds a candle to them in Battle League.
and not to mention, I feel like everyone already knows team. Like they know Jeune, like they know the brand. So it's like to make a team behind the brand brings in a whole nother crowd of people. So them being out of the finals as well is like a
That's crazy that they're not there, but two players are there from Jeune.
But and another thing that's really crazy too is Team Takeover and Team Jeune they played, and Team Takeover took Team Jeune out of playoffs and whatnot. So when we look back at the game, what happened, yo?
Takeover Jeune? Yeah,
What happened?
Takeover cooked Jeune. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I think Team Jeune, their skills just unmatched in Battle League. But you know what it is? I think Team Jeune, it's just stacked with really powerful individual
You know what Team
players.
Jeune kind of reminds me of? The Brooklyn Nets. They have so much like individual like talent, but it's like
They don't know how to work as a team.
Is a lot of star power good for a team though? Like when you look at teams like Team Takeover and even like Legacy, like you do have like those people like Alan Mundu and like obviously the owner of the gym, but you still have those like mini role players. Maybe on Team Jeune there's too many star roles, too many star players.
I guess you can then bring up the fact that Team Takeover was built by a past Jeune player, and he picked his members. Plucked them.
every single one of them.
Plucked
I
them.
don't know what had happened.
He brought two white boys that was cooking up Team Jeune. They were making them sweat.
That's what I say. Every time, like we was in that gym. Every time those white boys shot the ball, they sent our people back like 200 years. Every time that ball got out of their hands, they sent us back like 500 years. Sean,
and Jonathan,
and Jonathan
one of them.
Gomez, I'm gonna
One
give
of
you
them-
guys your flowers because it was a pleasure to watch y'all play. It's gonna be a pleasure to watch y'all in the finals. But yeah, what's that about? We have Team Jeune chucking up airball threes and going down on the other floor and not playing defense. Like at the end of the day, defense is what wins games. And if you're going down the court, getting ball smacked against the backboard and
You
going
know what
down
it is?
to the other end not to play defense, you're gonna lose.
Sorry, ma'am. I think Team
Continue, ma'am. Continue, ma'am. Continue, ma'am. Okay, but you did say there was some history with teams. Could you elaborate a little bit?
Yeah,
for me?
absolutely. I love talking about gossip. So, let's start with Team Legacy.
Okay.
I think Team Legacy, the owner plays for Team Legacy, Mr.
Everyone
Brett
knows that.
Jakubek.
Every time there's a foul
Don't kick
call
me
on
out
that
of
man,
your gym.
Then if you pay for the refs, you win.
It's my jam.
So I remember one of the highlights of the early seasons of Battle League, Brett versus Alan. Everyone came to watch that because, as we remember, Alan used to play for Jeune, and now Brett and Alan are playing on the same team.
Same team, which is crazy. Like, do you think that Alan left Team Jeune on his own will, or do you think
Brett
that maybe
recruited
Brett was
him?
like,
Maybe their friendship
I need
grew
this guy.
stronger.
I don't know.
don't know. I think Legacy, though, they're a very cool, calm, collective team. They make super smart moves. They make eye contact with each other and they know exactly what to do.
Exactly. Like
Owen Weaver, I heard they got a new guy, Karam Sultan.
Yeah.
Great
They also have
players.
Eternity on that team too. And Eternity, I believe he's still in high school. So even to have a
Great
high school player
players.
at that caliber on that team is, I don't know, I'm going to give you your flowers as well. But even like looking at Team Takeover, that's more of the underdog. We don't really know
Yeah.
too much about that team. We have Zachary Dawkins on the team. He's actually the one that had made the team. He's the one that plucked everybody, but you know,
Recruited everybody.
we have Emmanuel Green on Team Takeover.
And then Sean and Jonathan on the team.
The two white
Two white
boys.
boys. Two white boys.
And Temi Falade.
Temmy's on the team too. Temmy's on the team too. I hope he plays this time around. I hope he plays this time around.
We're gonna be waiting for you on the court.
I did talk to him. I did talk to him at the end of the game, and he said he had a little injury. The last game, he got kicked in an area you wouldn't want to get kicked in.
As a boy, though.
So Temmie, I really want to see you play.
Exactly.
I really want to see you play.
But
Yeah. So I think between Alan and Zach, who both came from June, I think Zach has more. He wants it more, you know. He made his team.
Exactly, and you can definitely tell by the way they took Team June out. Like Legacy is like this team that everyone's expecting to win, but Zach went and created a whole new team and
Defeated his home team.
Even at the beginning of the league, like I mean, the playing season, they weren't winning. Like I just remember showing up to
The Expo Center.
and it's like they weren't really winning many games at first. So for them to be in the finals, it's kind of like I'm gonna give them their flowers as well. Like obviously,
absolutely,
like,
they came out of left field, you know, in the
Exactly.
finals. That's crazy. Speaking of finals, so more to tell you, Takeover actually took out the winning team last year, SBKG. But you know what, SBKG, I'll give you guys your props. But you did technically win by default last year. You hear about this?
Low key. We'll say you guys were up, but
Do you hear about this? So last year, SBKG was playing a team. I forgot the name, but fists were out and they had to stop the game.
who was throwing the fists?
Some people were throwing hands.
We'll just say
Some people
somebody.
were
you
picking
know.
eyeballs.
Somebody was throwing hands.
Somebody was throwing hands. And you know what's crazy? This time around, Takeover versus June, Zach Dawkins versus his home team. There
That's
were
a very
fists
good-
too.
that-
In the last quarter, there were fists too. I heard somebody say bitch. I looked up.
Look up, talk about you playing like a bitch. Who playing like a bitch? Who playing like a bitch? So
I was zoned
He might have been right though, because you know they did end up losing, so maybe it was big of bad. But that game was also very fun to watch too, because it's like at the end of towards the end of the game, why everybody on the floor, yo?
Yeah.
Why everyone throwing themselves into the stands to get rebounds? Like niggas is dribbling, trying to get through 5 people. Ball going the other way. Like it was very sloppy towards the end, but it was very intense as well. Like you
I
could
think
tell
like
they
it was an
both wanted
emotional
it.
game.
Yeah.
That's why.
Once the fists started coming out, you know,
it wasn't a
that's-
calculated game anymore. You know,
it was
like
no
there
longer
was something
basketball. It
there.
was street ball. It was these niggas at the.
It wasn't
the
professional
YMCA.
YMCA. It was YMCA. Did you hear? Apparently, Team Takeover. Speaking of YMCA, they were originally called LA Fitness. LA Fitness.
First Team LA Fit. So it only makes sense for First Team LA Fitness to go back to their. Should I say
To
that?
their
Go
roots?
back to their roots.
To their roots.
Go back to their roots. But you know, obviously their roots work. Like they won the game. Now they're in the finals, and now Zachary's against his old teammate.
Alan.
Mr. Ring Chaser Allen, who wanted to pull a KD and
Don't
leave
say
his
that.
team.
He'll block you.
Oh, already blocked. But we don't know though if Allen had left his team on his own.
Alan's never gonna talk to us ever again.
What was I saying?
You know what's crazy though? I think it'll be a really interesting matchup. There's friends on the team, you know, Alan versus Temmie.
I'm also wondering, like, will Team June show up to see if the team that whooped them will win it all? You know what I mean? Like, everyone's expecting Legacy to win at the end of the day. Like, it's Team Legacy. But everyone was also expecting Team June to win. So maybe.
I think it was like
you
June
know,
versus Legacy. Like, they're rivals, you know? Like,
exactly. Maybe Team, you know, Takeover will be able to, you know, go back to their roots again.
Yeah.
And will Team Legacy be able to play street ball? Them is very fundamental niggas, yo. If they start playing street ball, I don't see Brett jumping on the ground, rolling on the ground to get a rebound, yo. Like,
I don't see Brett or Owen Weaver calling anybody a bitch.
Oh God, someone go up to that guy and it's like, you playing like a bitch. I just see him being like, leave my gym, yo.
Yeah.
Leave my gym.
Banned for life. Banned for life. Banned for life.
Hey, you heard that, ref? Yo, you heard that, ref?
Get out.
Get that nigga
Restraining order.
But overall, though,
Anyways, I think it's just gonna be really interesting. I think low-key, I don't know about Zach Jones. Do you think he's a loose cannon? Do you think he has playing with a lot of emotional?
Bitches and shit, like,
he's the one that called somebody a bitch.
That's what I'm saying. He don't want calling people bitches and shit in the middle of
What about
games.
the old previous June player, Alan? You think Alan's a loose cannon? You know what, Alan? I think Alan likes to win.
But like,
Alan
also,
likes to win.
But listen to this though. Alan does be playing with these street niggas in the north side though, so it's like those are his roots too.
But he moved to people like Owen Weaver
That's
and
what I'm
Brett
saying.
Jakubek.
Has he changed to the fundamental side? We don't know. But in this final game, I'm actually very excited to see like
Me
two
too.
former team members. Who's gonna win it all? The nigga who made his own team, or the
also,
nigga that was ring chasing?
Temmie was also on Team Jun. Let's Temmie was on June too. He was in June too, I promise you. I swear he played last year. Temmie, I'm so sorry. Temmie! I really hope Temmie plays.
So
before we close,
if
really-
Temmie's on that, wait, right before we close, one more thing, Temmie, I'm so sorry. If you're on that bench, that last
I'll
game,
be so mad.
I'm never
Get up,
pulling
Temmie.
up to a
Temmie,
your
get
games ever
up.
again. But
Get
yes,
up.
closing points.
Closing points. Actually more of a closing question.
Okay.
If Takeover wins, actually either if Takeover or Legacy wins, do you think June's gonna fall apart next year? Or you think more players are gonna leave
100%.
June?
Cause like, listen to this, yo, like, with Team June, it's like these are very individual players, and everyone expected them to win, right? Now we see that it's very possible to beat these niggas, and anyone could beat them. You know what I mean? So it's like when you look at Alan and Zachary, who are in the finals, right, and they were previously on this team. It's like, what's to say these niggas don't think, oh, maybe to win, I should leave this team and create my own, or be on a team that I feel like I would fit better on.
Maybe not even like June players thinking that. All these other teams in Battle League that, you know, like they're not even making quarters, they're not even making semis. I think other teams are gonna see June players are such strong individual players with such explosive power. They're gonna start recruiting. They're gonna start stealing.
Doing what's best for them. Like, at the end of the day, niggas want to win. You know what I mean? They're going to do what it takes to win. If they got to take one nigga from the team and be like, yo, let's make our own, they're going to do it. So, but that also depends on if Team Takeover ends up winning it all.
Yeah.
Team Legacy wins, it's kind of going to be that. But if Team Takeover ends up winning, that's where I see that.
You know
100%
what?
happening.
I love an underdog story. I love an underdog story.
Can I get a
I'm gonna say I'll be rooting for Takeover this
Me as
year.
well, though. Me
I'm
as
so
well.
sorry, Mr. Owner.
I'm so sorry. You can kick me out the gym all you
I'm
want,
so
but
sorry.
I'm a beater, but
I have to. We gotta root for Temmie.
That's what we gotta root for Temmie. And then at the end of the day, too, it's like I can't support ring chasers, yo. I'm so sorry. Like, I did not like KD for a little bit, so I gotta go with the LeBron story, like the creating his own team and whatnot. And then
You're gonna cheer for Team Takeover finals?
I'm definitely gonna be there, and you know, I'm also gonna be looking on the sidelines to see if the other teams are gonna be there to see if the team that whooped their ass is gonna win it all. But
Yeah.
that's my overall opinion on this game, though.
Shout out Temmie. Shout out Temmie. So you're gonna show up on the Sunday?
You know, I don't think I got anything to do.
Yeah.
On the
Unemployment,
30th
you know?
of
Unemployment makes you
July,
lucky.
know? So I'm definitely gonna be there, and I think that you should be there too. If you ain't got nothing to do, you might as well just pull up. You know, watch some basketball. This is the last game of the year.
So we'll say the date one more time, July 30. That's a
Be there,
Sunday.
be square. I'll be there. She'll be there.
Show
Be
up at
there,
Mr.
be there, be
Brett's
square.
gym.
Exactly.